my mental health when I was about 15. It started off with me feeling anxious and low in mood, and it progressed from there over the next few years. I struggled with quite bad depression and anxiety, which impacted me in every way. Things kept deteriorating. I turned to self-harm as a way of coping with how I was feeling and what was going on for me. And when things were at their worst, I got to a dark place where I didn't want to be here anymore. I felt really low for no real reason. And sometimes I feel like actually if there was a reason why I was feeling low, it would have been easier to deal with, but there wasn't. And as well as that sort of misunderstanding from other people, I think there's a lot of self-stigma within that. I felt like if I was stronger, if I was braver, if I was a better person, then maybe I wouldn't have been struggling with depression and feeling how I was. School was a difficult place during that time. It impacted me quite a lot in terms of me often not feeling able to sit through a lesson or be in school for the whole day. And I was made to feel by my school that I was a problem, that I was a burden and an inconvenience. They'd often rather send me home because it was easier for them to do that rather than trying to support me. And I was often put in the isolation room with the students who had misbehaved and been naughty, just to have somebody watch over me because they didn't really know what else to do with me. Being put in that space made me feel like it was a punishment. I was being punished for struggling with my mental health. And when I was already punishing myself for feeling how I was, then having what felt like them punishing me as well just added to that. I think people were scared of it. I think they were worried about saying the wrong thing. And from my experience, when I was in that really dark place, although there were things people could say that were less helpful, I don't think there was a wrong thing to say. I don't really think there was anything that could have made me feel much worse than I already was. Not asking at all was the worst response. It not being acknowledged, it being ignored. Now I think I've got to a place where I know that depression and anxiety are always going to be a part of my life, but it is just that a part and not everything and not the whole me, which is what it used to feel like. If I was to give one piece of advice to people to talk when talking to somebody about mental health, it would be to listen. It would be to be non-judgmental, and more than anything, just be kind. Actually having people there who support me by listening, by being alongside me during the difficult times, rather than feeling like you're on your own during those times, can make a big difference.